said, I may be dumb, but I ain't stupid. Okay? Nobody buy nothing like that. And like she said, she came home that night sitting in the closet. Right? Right? I felt stupid. And after I got over the stupid feeling, excuse my French, but I'm an old policeman like Arts and old coach, I was pissed off, okay? Folks, I mean, that mad ain't a good enough word for what I was, okay? And I was hot. And this is about 11:30 at night. You say, well, what'd you do about it? Well, some of y'all sit out there and let somebody rape and rob you, and you turn them the other cheek. Right? Give them another chance. Well, I'm gonna let my old agent bid on it. I didn't come over here to bid. I came over here to educate you. And I did. I didn't say I was out for bids. If I'd have known you was out for bids, you could have kept that crap. Right? So that night about 11:30, I got on the telephone. I called my agent. I didn't call him for a bid. But I called him. I said, hey, it's 11:30 at night. I want y'all to understand, he'd been servicing me about 10 years. Right? I knew he wasn't through servicing me. I had a daggone folder. It was a 20-holer. He only had 9 in it, so he wasn't through. Right? Anyway, I sat there and I called him, and I know he probably thought, what's wrong? You know, you need some more? I called him, I said, hey, it's Neil. He says, what time is it? I said, it's time to talk. He said, well, you woke me up. I said, that's better than breaking in your door. Right? I mean, that's the truth. And I said, I found out something tonight. And if it's right, and I think it is, because I can read. I said, me and you gonna get together early in the morning. He said, what, I get to office about 9. I said, well, then we'll meet somewhere else, because we're gonna meet earlier. So we met about 7:30 the next morning. I carried all my 9 policies in there, and I laid them down. I said, all right, let's go through this real quick. It says face amount, $35,000. In the event of death, $35,000 paid, right? He says, right. I said, well, let's look over at this one. You know, I got $1,700 in cash value. If I die, where'd that money go? Well, it goes toward the death benefit. I said, says who? He says the policy. I said, how come you didn't tell me that during the years you've been out here at my house? Well, I didn't think it was important. I said, I think it's real important. I said, look at these policies. You know, Anita said, how come we had $5,000 on her? I trusted him. That's what he sold me. He said, why'd you have $10,000 on your kids? And I knew the answer for that one. Those were college plans. I was going to have $10,000 to send my kids to college. If they died. But I kept my daughter's policy till she started school, till started college last year. I'd had $1,380 to send her to college. It cost $20,000 a year to send her to TCU. It wouldn't have went far. But I bought Alan's. I bought hers when she was 5. I bought Alan's when he was age 0. That's as young as you can get. Why you young? Because it's cheap, right? They won't sell them till they get out of the womb. They're trying to figure out a way to do it, though. Buy $500,000 worth of life insurance on your unborn child. We'll discount it. If they die before they're born, it's valid, even in Georgia, for $2 or some kind of crap, right? I mean, folks, ain't that what they've done? Sat there with Major, we went through that crap. And let me tell you a little story, you know, because I told him that night when I had him on the phone. I learned how to do agent confrontations that night at the opportunity meeting. I mean, I learned enough that some of y'all slow, right? I told him, I said, hey, you own life insurance? Oh, sure do. I said, how much? He said, $500,000. I said, bring your policies or I'm gonna kill you. It worked, he brought them. His $500,000 ART policy, that he was about 12 years older than me, and he was paying less for his $500,000 than I was paying for my 85, 5, 10, and 10. I said, explain that, sucker. Oh, well, I'm in the process of converting it. I said, well, if you do, you're stupid. You ought to put in a good investment, so if you die, you don't lose your money, and if you need it, you gotta borrow it, sucker. And he's sitting there looking at me like, man, this sucker done read a book at the library. I told him, I said, no, I ain't read no book at the library. I went to an A.O. Williams meeting last night, and he goes, oh, so that's what this is all about. He says, look, Neil, those guys are only left in 2 states, in Texas and Georgia. And they'll be out of Texas in 60 days. They can't do that. They don't pay death claims. They're a bunch. And this was in 1980. Same stuff they say now, right? I said, well, look, let me tell you a little secret. Policemen are notorious for wanting deals. Right? Go around the community and you walk in uniform, shoot, to feed you free. It's because they don't pay you enough to eat. Right? That's like you stop somebody out there on the street and the sucker says, you can't put me in jail, I pay your salary. I said, I've been looking for you for 12 years. How about a raise? Right? So anyway, I sat down there with Major, you know, we going through it, and I said, look, cash value life insurance ain't no good, don't hand me all that crap. I said, let me tell you what. You know, all I know is I got these policies and I'm getting screwed. And you've been servicing me. Y'all know where they got that word service, right? Stole it from the horse people. Hey, now it does sound better than to say, you know, I mean, see, that's what the horse people used to do. Every year they get all the brood mares together and they decide which stud they're gonna put them with, and they take the dadgum brood mares over and get them serviced. And the insurance agents for years have been sitting around the office going, well, I'm gonna go screw some more of my clients. And then one of them went to a racetrack one day and he came back and he said, hey, the horse people service their things. Why don't we start using that word? And they did. Right? And they've been servicing American people for 100 years. And some consumers deserve it. Especially the ones that want bids. Right? When they start that crap on you, say, hey, on second thought, let me look at these policies one more time. Well, I tell you what, you probably ought to keep these. In your case, these are probably all right for you. And you go on. Right? So I sat there with Major and we got through and I said, look, policeman may, you know, here's the old deal. I'm saying, hey, we like a deal. I said, look, all I know is I got these 9 policies from you and I'm getting screwed. A-Web's guy showed me I could have 3 times as much coverage for half the price. And if I'm getting screwed, at least I'm getting screwed for half price. Right? So it makes sense, doesn't it? See, folks, here's what I want you to understand. You can't make it in A.L. Williams unless you believe in what we do. See, I got a prayer for all of y'all. Every night I make this prayer. I mean it. Anybody in A.L. Williams that doesn't own our products and doesn't believe in our investment programs and they don't have their money where their mouth is, please, God, don't ever let them make another sale. And I noticed some of you didn't clap on that. You probably ain't made any sales lately. My prayers were answered. Okay? See, I love A.L. Williams. See, if you're looking for a prostitution company, you came to the wrong one. See, folks, we love what we do. We believe in what we do. Why? Because it's right. It works. It's good. I love it. That's why I still do it. You think Bob Weisson's in here because he wants one of y'all to make a sale? That guy's so tight he squeaks. Right? Worth over $40 million. And he's sitting down here on the week. You think he ain't got something better to do with his kids? You know Bobby's a great daddy. You think he couldn't find something to do with his kids? You know why he's down here? Because he loves it. He doesn't have to be. He loves it. Why are you here? See, I came to A.L. Williams for this, and for this reason only. A chance. A chance. They told me I could be somebody. They told me I could do something for my family. They told me I could help other people, and in return, that would help me. Folks, I love that. That's why I was a policeman 14 years. I was helping people. And in return, that made it better for my family to walk the streets and drive around town. That's why I did it. Why do you do A.L. Williams? For money? If it's just for money, it probably isn't going to work. See, one man with a belief is much stronger and more powerful than 99 people with an interest. See, one can make a difference, can affect people. The other 99, if, what Don Meredith say? If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Right? See, you can't sit around going, well, I'd go to work with A.L. Williams if I could get a license. Well, like I tell them in Texas, if we gave you the test to study, would that help? If that ain't enough, how about the test and the answers? And if you can't make it with that, you're hopeless. Right? How many of you want to win? How many of you sick of losing? Well, then you got to get serious about winning. See, when I finished my story with my agent, I was in uniform. And I was carrying a 44 Magnum with a 6.5-inch barrel before Clint Eastwood ever saw one. Folks, I want y'all to know that's the most powerful handgun made. Okay? If you don't know it, you can take a 44 and shoot, it'll go through an engine block. That's bad. So for you that don't know it, you can shoot 44 Magnum pistol. And if you hit somebody right here, it makes a nice, clean little old hole. Right there where it just goes in. But back here, ain't no back left. When it hits, it kind of just takes out most of the midsection. And I know that. And after a couple of minutes of explaining that to my agent, true story. I said, let me tell you what you've proved servicing me 9 times. I don't know nothing about insurance, and I'm stupid for letting you sit here take $191 a month out of my paycheck every month. I don't even know what it's for. I said, I'm embarrassed about that. I said, I am embarrassed that I let you do that to me. And I know you know the difference because you only got $500,000 worth of term for your family. I said, let me tell you, 2 things that I'm contemplating. One thing I've already decided, I'm getting rid of this crap, but there's 2 other things I'm contemplating. He said, what? I said, you proven I don't know anything about insurance, and I'm fixing to prove to you you don't know much about the law, or you wouldn't have come here this morning. He said, what? I said, in Texas, it's very clear. To protect your life or the life of another, you can kill somebody. That's what the law says. It also says, if you catch a felon in the act of committing a felony, you can kill him. Well, we got another one. It also says, if you see a felony committed, and in the process, the felon is fleeing, you can kill him. I said, now I've known that all my life. I said, the only thing I'm trying to decide is if I'm gonna kill you or not. He said, it ain't no felony. I said, I think it is. He said, well, I ain't committing one. You already bought all those. I said, no, you fixing to write me another one. And in the middle of it, I'm gonna kill you. But I didn't smile at him. And I had it laid up there on the table. It's intimidating.